Hi there, my name is Bruno Castelo da Costa. Please activate closed captions and excuse my accent. This is Chapter 3, Part 4 of the book A Self-Defense System that Empowers Non-Swimmers in the Surf Zone. I hope you will enjoy it, so let's go. The Peace We Can Control. July 20th, 2023. At this point, it is important to address why we fight back. Our survival instinct originally tells us to push against this external entity that wants to pull us away from where we want to go. By default, we are programmed to fight force with force. As mentioned earlier, we all have an innate capacity to withstand, up until a certain point, the elements of the environment. A capacity that varies from person to person and which is most likely to be noticed in the extremes of human behavior regarding how we react to the various types of stimuli that the surf elements impose upon us. If the person we are observing displays a higher than average capacity against a particular kind of stimulus which is likely to occur in the environment, this counts as a strength on behalf of how the person reacts against that very context of environmental exposure. An example of environmental strength, one which is very welcome in the surf, could be illustrated as we consider people who display a higher resistance against the cold. These people feel comfortable in the environment most of the time, while people that are more cold sensitive are under constant stress and don't last long in the environment. Now, say we expose that same person to a second kind of stimulus, which is also present in the environment. And in this later test, the person's capacity to withstand the new stimulus is rated lower than average. For this second environmental context, we will infer that the person possesses a weakness in terms of how well this person naturally tolerates being exposed to the environment. It could be the case of people who, for instance, find it more difficult to relate with the water than with the sand. One's overall capacity to withstand the environment, considering the entirety of stimuli that the environmental elements impose upon the person altogether, influences that person's ability to survive the environment. In certain cases, it could be a result of the combination of our genetics along with lifestyle, the way we were raised during childhood and adolescence. In the example of people who prefer sand to water, it might have to do with, say, a lower resistance against the cold combined with an insufficient background in water-related sports. Even though this lifestyle component therefore means our past life choices somehow influence the way we feel today in regard to the surf elements, I do prefer thinking of it as a capacity and something that is innate, in the sense many people, if not the majority, depending on the place we are considering, didn't get the chance to make choices, so they never had control over the way they were raised and what they've learned and acquired from their previous life experiences. And amidst the many strengths and weaknesses that are likely to occur in reference to surf endurance, one constituent from that list is what ultimately determines how long do we resist before giving up to the most immediate threat such environment is capable of throwing against us: the ability to control our emotions as a means to resist panicking and sinking.